Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is February 22nd, 2024, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Japanese Nikkei pushes to all-time record highs. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So we have a bunch of flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers coming out. First, out of 10:15 out of France, 10:30 out of Germany, and then at 11:30 out of Great Britain, and at 4:45 from the United States. Now looking at today's activity, starting out with the Forex symbols, the Euro and the British Pound break higher versus US dollar. And as we look at the indices, really the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ remaining unchanged. While we're looking at commodities, gold and oil holding on to its resistance-ish level. And as we look at the stocks, NVIDIA has its quarterly earning reports yesterday and tumbles, while JP Morgan pushes to new all-time record highs. And lastly, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, still unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're starting with the Euro USD. It's back into play-ish, and I'll tell you why I say this. Okay, we're going to start out with a weekly chart, so let's just jump straight into that. Okay, the thing is like this: we broke our downwards momentum. I have a line there. There is a downwards momentum, and we see that it's actually parallel to the previous one. If you see it, okay. Now it's broken, and we are above our 30-day moving average. That's a good sign on a weekly chart. Let's look at our daily, and we're passing over the 30-day moving average, okay, which is really important. Now, how much more can we go at this rate, okay? We do have resistance at 109, so that's a minor resistance-ish level, so about 60 pips to 50 pips away from that. That's not a big deal, but, you know, on a play like this, not so bad, okay? I don't like to pick bottoms. There's no way anybody could have anticipated at 107 that this was going to be back at 1.850, which is 150 pips, not also a big deal. But if you got this yesterday, good for you. Okay, GBP USD also coming back to its upper range. But this is interesting, okay, because it's not breaking out. I mean, this could potentially be at 127.70-ish level, and we're at 126.60-ish level, 100 pips away. So there's still room to go on the upside. The question is are we going to make that follow through? Okay, it's just breaking the 30-day moving average, not on a big deal. Now jumping into the Japanese yen, not as strong. And this is really because the Nikkei has gotten much stronger and hitting all-time record highs. Okay, so let's just jump into the Turkish Lira also. Another day, another low, 30.98, another 3 pips. But, you know, cumulatively, every time we see this, you know, it's 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, 50 pips, 100 pips, 200, 300 pips. If you look over time, that's how much you could have made on this trade. Okay, now jumping into commodities. Gold on its upper range, 2030, all intents and purposes for the week has not changed. 2030 was where we started out the week. And as we look right now, you know, this is where we're at. We made a complete return over the past a week and a half, I would say, to 2 weeks. Okay, now looking at crude oil, also on its resistance level, hugging onto it, nothing doing. Okay, we may break out. Okay, and if we do, it'll be a little bit exciting. Maybe we could play that on the upside, but right now we're unchanged. Looking at the Dow Jones, we perked up a little bit yesterday. We did, okay, but day to day, no big deal. Okay, if we look at the NASDAQ also, we're perking up in pre-market. So this is yesterday, didn't do much, but right now it's perking up just a little bit. Now let's take a look at the stuff. JP Morgan, okay, 180. That is an awesome thing for us to get to, because this is really a very important play, as this has been one of the stronger stocks on the board. And we've mentioned this several times, and it's been resilient. Looking at a weekly chart, all-time record highs. And that's really important. So where could it go up to? Infinity and beyond. I don't know, okay? But right now that momentum is continuing on the upside. Now I did skip the Japanese Nikkei. This is it. We're looking at a weekly chart. Let's take a look at it. Big gap up and a move up. It's a play, okay? 39,000 for the Nikkei for us to push up to these levels is significant. So this is really very important also. Now, not all the stocks are trading crazy, okay? If we looked at Meta, okay, formerly known on Facebook, it's been in a very tight range, not really trading. And so I don't want to highlight this. But yesterday we did had NVIDIA come out with its quarterly earning reports, and it did kind of cautiously say that moving forward, it's a little bit more cautious. We expected it. The market expected it. And for a stock, let's just take stock of this, okay? No pun intended. We went from $141 to $700. That's what, 6 times? And what? We retraced $30, $40, $50, okay? That's within reason, okay? We went up 600 points and we retraced about 60 to 70 points. Not a big deal for all intents and purposes, okay? So, yes, there's a correctional move. The question is whether or not this is going to be, a pump and dump, or whether or not it's going to sustain this. My guess is it's going to sustain it because AI is coming, and NVIDIA is in a place where it's positioning itself on a positive note. So this may still stay a player. Question is where we're going to find that bottom and when it's going to actually bounce. This is one that I'm going to keep an eye on later today. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.